Do you know who this person is? I will tell you who he is, but first of all, if you are a weak-hearted person, you can skip the video. His name is Albert Fish, a serial killer from America. He brutally killed about 100 people. His most evil crime occurred when Fish was working in Wilmington, Delaware, where he met a 19-year-old man named Thomas Bedden. After 10 days, Fish took Bedden to an old farmhouse, where he tortured him over a period of 2 weeks. Fish eventually tied Bedden up and cut off half of his penis. But his evilness did not end there. After a while, when he was 58 years old, he did something so horrific that it turned the whole of America in anger. It was the murder of a young little girl. Her name is Grace Budd. He took her with him by saying to her parents that they were going to attend his niece's birthday party. Fish subsequently took Grace to an abandoned house he had previously picked out to use for the murder of his next victim. He took Grace there and he killed her, then wrote a letter to her parents. That letter will break your heart into pieces because it describes how he killed their child. I took her to an empty house in Westchester I had already picked out. When we got there, I told her to remain outside. She picked wild flowers. I went upstairs and stripped all my clothes off. I knew if I did not, I would get her blood on them. When all was ready, I went to the window and called her. Then I hid in a closet until she was in the room. When she saw me all naked, she began to cry and tried to run downstairs. I grabbed her and she said she would tell her mama. First I stripped her naked, how she did kick, bite, and scratch. I choked her to death, then cut her in small pieces so I could take my meat to my rooms, cook, and eat it. How sweet and tender her little ass was roasted in the oven. It took me 9 days to eat her entire body. I did not fuck her, though. I could have had I wished. She died a virgin. If you want to know about his other crimes, his early life that made him so evil, and how he was captured and brutally sentenced to death, comment, "Full incident, please," and I'll make a full video on him.